Good day. This is Cast Iron ASMR with Marvel Universe Update 89. They did a series. Maybe you'd call that a maxi series, a mini series. And it's just all the characters and the stats. I started collecting superhero comic books in 1989. I just collected Spider-Man. And some of my buddies collected a couple other ones. And we were kind of shocked. I don't know, shocked. But yeah, it was kind of shocking that in the Spider-Man comic, there's Mary Jane Watson Parker. But say like Spider-Man would then be in, well, say that guy's Captain America, but that's not Captain America. And they would be in each other's comics. They were in the same city. And that's kind of neat. I didn't know that. And how many of these guys do you know? Who are these guys? So I just started collecting comic books. And I got this one. I thought, you know what? Most of these people I wouldn't know. But I think like I bought all the comics I wanted to that month. And I thought, well, okay, there's Venom and Mary Jane. So those are like people I know from my Spider-Man comics. And this guy, I don't know, he's like a reporter. And he like smokes a lot. But like he's an honest reporter, I believe. So let's see how many of these characters you know. How many that I know. Okay, just from the cover. So when I would have originally bought this, well, I'll tell you who I know right now because it's pretty much the same. So Mary Jane. This guy's, I think he's called U.S. Agent. I don't know what his deal is. Like he's a Captain America, like stand-in or something. And I know this guy's the Vision, or a Vision. But I probably didn't know that before I bought this. It's very windy outside. What's that noise? I think it's pine cones falling from the tree, maybe. Anyway. Okay, the Vision. I don't know this guy. It's in a wheelchair. I was going to say Rocket Racer, but he rode a skateboard. And Venom, of course. I don't know these people. From U-Man to Madeline Pryor. Madeline. All right. So here we go. Marvel Universe Update. I like this logo. And you can see the stars. It's kind of like the Captain Universe power. I do that a lot where like, oh, my stomach, my abs are just the universe. Yeah, it's like, let's see if it happens here. This is like the far side, the Marvel side. Okay. Marvel Universe Update 89 is finally done. Seconds later, Terry would realize just how grave an error he had made when he omitted Zarko the flying squid from the final issue. That's pretty funny. Why did they omit Zarko? Is he a real character? Maybe because he's not a real character. Alright, so the first character we have is U-Man. Do you know U-Man? I do not. The Invaders? Oh, look, he's with the Submariner. Namor? He's a Namor villain. Okay, here we got Ben Urich. That's Urich, right? He's a reporter. He's a chain smoker. Man, the Daily Bugle back in '89 would have been a smoky office. J. Jonah Jameson, he was always smoking cigars. And then Robbie Robertson, was that his name? He smoked a pipe. So, yeah, whatever. He's a reporter. Oh, it looks like his first appearance was in Daredevil. Yeah, Daredevil and Spider-Man would cross over a little bit there. It seemed to me, well, yeah, like Daredevil was like a B actor. He's like a ham and eggers. Anyway, I think he had some big deal. Maybe he had something to do with Venom or something. Big story. Okay. U.S. agent. He's Captain America 6. Super Patriots. I don't know. Oh, there he is. Because this was like one of my first comics, I actually know these pictures pretty good. Because I would have looked through this a lot. There's like the real Captain America. I didn't have any Captain America comics, but I liked how classic his costume looked. Especially like, this was '89 when I started. Like, the trend was to go dark and gritty. Who's this guy? Loki. No. Utgard Loki. Thor. Yeah, I was not interested in Thor one bit. Mostly because of the way they talked. Vagabond. Who's she? So, Captain America. Okay. Yeah, she's patriotic. As you can tell by her outfit. She kind of looks like a wrestler. Those look like wrestling boots. Well, here we got Venom. Yeah, so I thought this was kind of nice. But did they tell me anything I didn't know? So I was there collecting the Amazing Spider-Man comic. And this artist, Todd McFarlane, was the artist. And then when he left, I was It's like, oh no, he's my favorite artist. But then they got in Erik Larson. This is Erik Larson on this page. And then he did a good job. And I liked him in his own right. It was like going from, I'm not putting Todd McFarlane with Harry Lucy, but for an artistic comparison to Archie Comics, Erik Larson was a little more like Sam Schwartz. He's excellent in his own right, but I held the art of Todd McFarlane higher. And then he went to a different, his own Spider-Man comic. Anyway, look at this. He has blue eyes, 260 pounds, 6'3", hair reddish blonde, strength level. I wonder if this corresponds to the trading cards. Oh, okay, I thought it was going to have a number. Venom possesses superhuman strength, enabling him to lift press almost 11 tons. How much does a tank weigh? I should give you an example, like he can throw around tanks. All right, Vertigo, not Virgo. Vertigo. She's an assassin. It's like she's an assassin from the 60s. Storm. This was when Storm was a punk rocker. I don't have many X-Men comics. But just by the pictures you can tell that Storm used to be a lot cooler. Vishanti. See, Marvel had all these characters and like, it's the cosmic part of the universe. You know, we got the smoking caterpillar. And it was cool to think about it, like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. But like, I was not interested in reading any of that. This Vision guy. Looks like you got a new costume. I think they had a show, yeah, the Scarlet Witch. Are they married? Isn't he a robot? Android? He's an adventurer. That's his occupation. Place of creation. Yeah, I think he's a robot. He's a synthezoid. Oh, he was made by a robot. He was made by Ultron. Is Ultron going to be in here? All right. That's kind of a cool panel there. The Warwolves. I wonder if there's a rock and roll band called the Warwolves. It's kind of hard to say. This is like off the success of, I'm just guessing, Terminator 2. Would have been right around here, T2. X-Men, Excalibur, the Watchdogs. Who are the Watchdogs? I don't know. These are a bunch of flunkies. But here we got Peter Parker's better half, Watson Parker. Mary Jane. Mary Jane Watson dash Parker. She was a model. Let's see what they say. Occupation. Former student and professional dancer. Now professional fashion model and actress. She is an actress on the soap opera. I forget what soap opera it is. Married, non-relatives. Her base of operations is New York City. Yeah, so both of these are drawn by Eric Larson. Specifically, this panel here, I can tell there was like I think it was the 3 comic arc, story arc, where they didn't mention anything, like, I don't know. But Spider-Man had a black and red costume. There was no blue. This isn't just like a dark or like printing. So for those 3 comics, he had this other costume. It was kind of neat. I totally noticed. And then I think on the 3rd issue, it got totally tattered. And then in the subsequent issues, he went back to the traditional red and blue. There it is. Mary Jane. What does she say here? It's a famous thing. I did remember. It goes, face it, tiger. You just hit the jackpot. Like, face it, Peter. You can't handle me. Here she was abducted by her stalker. This rich guy. And then she escaped without Spider-Man. She was like Lois Lane-esque in her. You know, her strength. She wasn't a victim. She smashed that guy. Got her gun. Got his gun. Or no, she went and bought a gun. And then Spider-Man shows up because there's these bad guys, and he's like, oh my god, it's Mary Jane. Because he'd been looking for her. And then, hey, there she is shooting up these bad guys in Central Park. Look at all the stuff they're telling her whole history here. So I would have learned a lot from this before I had bought any, you know. I was starting to buy back issues, but I didn't have that many. I remember, because it was good back then, comics would be sold at convenience stores. Like, I don't know, grocery stores maybe, where there was magazines. And you could look through them or just see them. I remember seeing the wedding issue on a spinner. don't know what year that was. And I have that issue now, but when I saw it as a kid, I thought, what? Spider-Man's getting married. I kind of scoffed it off. I wasn't buying comic books. But as a kid, I don't know, I wasn't impressed. I didn't buy it. Over there, Mary Jane's got a gun. This is back in her carefree days in the 60s. Yeah, it's kind of funny there. Cast of characters. Flash Thompson won't be in this. But, you start buying back issues and reading, and you're like, hey, wait a second. Flash Thompson he was in Vietnam. Whiteout. I do not know this character. Oh, there's these guys. This is an X-Men villain, I'm sure. Oh, wait, I didn't do the last thing. So, her stats. Mary Jane is 5'8", 120 pounds. Her eyes are green. And I always knew that. I remember that. I don't know why. Hair red. Strength level. Mary Jane Watson Parker possesses the normal human strength of a woman of her age, height, and build, who engages in moderate, regular exercise. Known superhuman powers. None. Other abilities. Mary Jane Watson Parker is an accomplished professional actress, dancer, and model. So there you go. Okay, we got Whiteout here. Oh, is she from the Savage Land? If you don't know, in the Marvel Universe. Like at the South Pole, I believe. They call it the Savage Land. It's like prehistoric dinosaurs. Maybe that's where she's from. I was like this guy. Wizard. He's not even the original Wizard. He's Wizard 2. He's number 2. Like, what's this guy from? Avengers. See, just being introduced to the Marvel Universe back as a kid in '89, I could tell who the loser superheroes were. Is he, yeah, Wizard 2 from the Avengers. Who's this guy? I was pretty skeptical. Excalibur. And, as you should be here, kid. Impress me, Oh, look at this guy, the Whiz Kid. Does he really need the knee pads? Maybe that's rude. So, the elbow pads, chin guard. Whiz Kid. What was he? What's he in? Exterminators. He did not have his own comic. It's like by the X-Men or something. New Mutants. Wild Boys. Yes, I don't know these guys. Wong. Wolfpack. That's kind of cool, actually. Is this like Strange? Doctor Strange. Yeah, I was not into Doctor Strange. The worm. Actually, that looks kind of cool. Let's see from. Let's see, we got X-Men. Zemnu, the Titan. This is the guy from the cover. Look how big he is compared to all the other heroes. To get a sense, although he doesn't look, well, I guess She-Hulk is pretty big. So here we got this Titan. Yeah, I don't know this guy. Yeah, he's a Hulk villain. This is just with She-Hulk. Looks like they've got a history. Oh, here's with the regular Hulk. Man Hulk. Is he in a ball? Or is that just the drawing way? Oh no, someone's pregnant there. I think. Well, I got She-Hulk. Who's that guy? That looks like James Dean. What? They definitely are doing some things back there. That's supposed to be James Dean. Alright. The X Factor ship. Yes, it's big. It's like a rip-off of what? It's like the Robotech. Macross. Sort of. It's like the leg. Maybe that's not fair to say. Oh, these guys are their own team. The Exterminators. You know, don't you remember the Exterminators? When are they going to make the Exterminators a movie? There's Boom Boom. Maybe this turned into the New Mutants. I think she was in the New Mutants. My friend collected the New Mutants. These are Skids. Oh my god. A skid mark. Yeah. Like, no kid was thinking this was cool. Well, sorry. I don't know. Do you like the Exterminators? Is that, okay. Yoshida Mariko. This is like Wolverine's lady friend from Japan. Look, they're kissing. She's a citizen of Japan. How tall do you think she is? Wolverine's very short. Because they look like it. I say she's going to be 5 feet. Oh, she's got a lot of stuff here. Oh, look at that. 5 feet. 100 pounds. How tall is Wolverine? Looks like he's a little taller. Maybe he's on his tiptoes. The Young Gods. Yeah, remember that movie? Oh, the Sea Witch. I like sea witches. Daydreamer. Harvest. Yeah, these are, you know, this were the stuff. Look at this, like, Wolverine is popular. We'll just make up this lady character and her hair will be sort of like standing up and she'll have 3 claws. Yukio. And look at these other guys. Oh my goodness. Wait, are these still Prevo's Young Gods? Oh, there's more than just that first page. Splice, Moonstalker, High Note. Okay. Oh, look. Like this lady can do that to Wolverine. Zaladane. Oh, I like that Frogman. Oh, deceased. Prior, who's she? She looks important. She was on the X-Men. That's like Jim Lee, right? Jim Lee art. Oh, I thought this was really cool. There's this poster, but it just looks like chaos, but then you look closer and closer, and then you realize, oh my god, that's like all the Marvel Universe characters, all put in there. I think you can find Spider-Man pretty quick. The more important people have got to be, I see Captain America. Where's Spidey? Who else is good? Where'd he go? Galactus. I can't see him. You know, that's where. Oh, there he is. Where is he? There he is. Can you see that? Yeah, that would be a cool poster. Be a cool coloring poster. So there you have it. That's my Marvel Universe Update 89 that I purchased. My local convenience store. It was a 7-Eleven. Good night.